framework and the template that I use, right? Name, right? And then the initial right dedication, right? We don't want to like we could say investment, but I like dedication, right? John Smith, Jane Doe dedicated X amount of dollars into this strategy and then got their return in time frame, right? So if you're doing IULs, you can say infinite banking, rich man's Roth, all that stuff. This is the formula that I use. You could just say this person, you could just say person did thing and got result within time. Basically, that's the formula. So say for IULs, if it's IULs for like the grandkids or something like that, and then they got the annuity, and you take the 10% withdrawal and stuff, all that jazz that you guys deal with. Make sure it's very simple, honest, direct, and plain language. And most importantly, make sure that your case studies are true. Don't be evil and have fake case studies and fake testimonials and fake reviews and all that stuff. That's the idea. That's what we're trying to get to. Like the insurance industry already has enough of a, I guess you could say, target on its back, right? So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're building trust, you're building likability, you're building credibility, and you can do it in a way that's both the interpersonal touch by meeting them face to face, or you could do it through systems just like these. So that's basically the idea. And so I'm going to pause it and I'm going to show you what the sequence, how to build out a case study sequence. So yeah, just 1 second. So as you can see, I'm on Go high level, right? And I'm starting completely from scratch, right? So we'll start the trigger, right? We'll just do all the really, really basic stuff. So as soon as we get, as soon as we get a contact, let's say, right, we want to start sending emails. Well, we want to first wait, right? Let's have a waiting period of hours. Then we'll go 13. Then we'll click advanced window. And we want to make sure that we're not messaging them in times that, aren't FCC compliant, right? We don't want to do stuff on Sunday because most people don't really, react to a lot of stuff on Sunday. Of course, you can do Sunday, but we just want to make sure that we're A2P compliant, basically. And that essentially means, hey, these are our hours, these are our days, and we're only messaging prospects and stuff like that within that time period. This way you don't have to worry about getting fined, pretty much. So that's kind of important. Now we're going to do email, right? This is the sequence right here. And we're going to do send email from, right, I'll just put the client's name, right? And then from email, right? Location email, blah, 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 right? The subject is very important. So we'll just do like question mark stuff, basically. Like I'm not using any of my templates to build this out. I'm doing it live right now. So let's say, what's a good example? What's a good one? Let's do IULs as an example. So we have a prospect. Say they put their kids on IULs 10 and 11 respectively. Pick one of the AAA rated carriers or an A+ rated carrier, right? And we're going to say, we're going to say like, rich what is a rich man's Roth? Right? So we're gonna say, what is a rich man's Roth? Again, I'm gonna have to like I'm gonna have to like replace some of the stuff that I'm writing with his actual case studies and actual testimonials. But for now, um, I'm just gonna fill it with like templates so that you get the general idea. Right. So we're gonna do hey, then we're going to not type the contact name. We're going to use Go high levels, thing. We're just gonna address them by first name, right? Very standard email, so very standard email stuff. Some time ago, you requested to speak to me regarding IRS, stupid caps lock, code 7702. And so I'd thought I would share some examples of how stupid me not being able to type. Okay, there we go. I thought I'd share some examples of how to, not how to, of, or not even how, some examples of people I worked with in the past who got their results with this strategy. Right? So exactly what I said before, right? Name, dedication, time frame, right? John Smith dedicated, let's say grandkid, let's say it's oh, I don't know which carrier would do this, but let's say it's a grandkid, or the father is putting it to his 10-year old son, right? 150, a month into the target premium, and then 150 a month into overfunding it, right? Dedicated $300 per month into this strategy. So they're putting in 3,600 a year, right? Right, pick a carrier. In 2 to 5 years, in 2 to 5 years they'll have 50 to 100 and something grand in cash value. Currently, 2 years in, his rich man's Roth has generated him. Right, and we're not going to be too, sleazy, snarky, slimy with it, right? We're going to hint at it a little bit. We're going to say cash value, right? If I already know what IULs is, good, even better. A lot of people will actually get that from there. There's a lot of information on TikTok and Instagram specifically about these kinds of products. But what we're gonna do is has generated him. We'll just do like the low end. Say it's an Allianz policy and the kid is like 11, right? And we'll just like and because I'm just writing something off the top of my head as an example. I'm really, really going to lowball it. Generate him 50,000 in cash value in 2 years. I'm not licensed myself, so if I'm wrong about about how I'm structuring this in this hypothetical example, do comment down below. I can take criticism. I accept the smoke, right? But 50K in cash value in two, a 50K cash value in 2 years, and is on track to, insert return. I don't know enough about your industry just yet in order to be able to grasp that in abstract, and I don't want people to accidentally take this video as financial advice. So I'm just gonna kind of keep that alone for now. But that right there, right? I work with who have showed results with this strategy, letting you know ahead of time. This is an automated email. This is an automated email since I have active cases nationwide. And send I'll send them to you, cases nationwide, and I'll send them to and I'll be sending more to you about once a week, as well as other little known strategies you may potentially benefit from. So you just kind of doing the, licensed financial professional stuff, kind of getting that all the way done. But you can kind of see, right? person dedicated to do strategy got return within time, right? So then you get that, right? We're going to click save action. Now we're going to take this email, we're going to take the subject line, we're going to hit copy, and now we're going to add an additional waiting time after that initial text. We're going to hit wait, and we're going to say 4 hours, right? 4 hours after this initial about after that initial email came through, we're going to do SMS. And this is where the real genius comes into. Hey, right, same thing. We're going to put his contact name. I sent you an email titled. Now, if you're doing ads and stuff like that, or you've bought leads from some lead vendor and you're doing one of those two things in say the B2B space, you're gonna do 2 hours instead of 4 hours. I have no idea why that change works so well. It just does. You could try it out for yourself if you want. I just sent you an email titled, right, copy and paste. Rich Manzaroth. Then I'm gonna go, did you get it? Did get it. It was sent to contact. Where'd it go? There we go. It was sent to contact email. Do I have the right one? Question mark. Right. This part is super important. Right, because it got that automated email to come out. Then you got this, right? Say, right, you got that. Now I'm gonna hit wait to put them into the right. So when they opt in and then they do that, right? So this is for the initial opt in. When anyone gets a thing, they'll get a case study sent to them 13 hours before anything. So if they just opt in but they don't send an appointment, boom! You just told them what a rich man's Roth was. You just gave them an example of what it can do. Right now, we're gonna take that and we're gonna hit wait one final time. This is this part's and then we're almost done, right? We're gonna wait 7 days. We're gonna click advanced window, and we're going to start from there and there. Add Saturday. We're not messaging people on Sunday and all that stuff. People go to church. Nobody really talks these kind of things on Sunday, right? And we're gonna click save action. From here, I just made a system so that when someone opts in to Dave Harper's ads, they're going to get a notification every third. So they're going to get a notification 13 minutes. Sorry, 13. Does it say hours or minutes? Let's do minutes actually. So in 13 minutes, right after they opt in, right, regardless if they set an appointment or not, they're going to get notified that we'll be sending them more and more case studies just like this, and we'll probably put a call to action at the end of it, right before we fit. I almost forgot the most important part of marketing is the call to action. If you like the most important things in marketing, if you know nothing, is two things. It's the hook, the value offer, right? The first 3 to 5 seconds of the ad, whatever the hell it is if you're doing video ads, right? And then it's the final 2 3 seconds of an ad, which is the call to action, right? Same thing applies for email marketing, SMS marketing, LinkedIn, all that stuff basically, right? So we're going to go, if you already scheduled with me, we'll chat at our scheduled time. If not, click here to book your own appointment with me. Right. This isn't the final product. I'm just speeding through things along because this video is already 20 minutes long. So this is a general idea. Hook, right? Hook, value offer, right? Call to action. Done. Gonna hit save on that. We got that. So 13 minutes after someone opts into his ads, they're gonna get an email case study, and then 4 hours from now, there's an auto follow up on that. On top of the auto reminders, right? 72 hours, an hour before. 72 hours before, hour before, 5 minutes before the appointment and all that stuff. Then we're going to hit this. We're going to click, we're going to hit save to publish it. Then here's the next step. So you're probably thinking, Trevor, this is only one case study. Where's 52? Well, this is the annoying part. What we're gonna do is we're going to now click where it goes from email. We hit copy all actions from here because we want everything from the email to the wait 7 days before we do it again. We're gonna copy it here, and then we're gonna say, right, boom, got this right here. Now we take, it's basically the same. Now from here on, it's copy and paste. It's really easy. Just make sure you have the 52 case studies, beforehand. You'll probably spice things up a little bit. So let's say they've already left a 5-star review on your website. You're going to take that and you're going to put the insert 5-star review image here. Right, so we got the insert 5-star review image here, right? So we'll swap, the name, what we'll swap out who they are, what they dedicated, and how much, is in there, right? So when I make 52 case studies and do all that, I'm not making 52 individual workflows. I'm making one workflow for all 52 of these case studies. Basically, I'll alternate between, four star review. Yeah, that's a bit of a Freudian slip on my part. He had in his on his Google listing, he has one 4-star review basically, and yeah, pretty much. But that's basically what this is. You're just taking your existing clientele and you're just using them and what you did, or you're using what you did for them in order to increase conversions for your own business. And here's the other thing too. Like you can call them as well, get permission from them, and then when you do that, say, "Oh, you're expanding, you're doing pretty well." Yeah, I am doing pretty well. Then you can ask for referrals. And it's like, hey, it would really help me out if you would leave me a 5-star review on my Google page. And hey, I'm starting some ads. I'm working with this lead vendor, or whatever you want to do. You can tell them, hey, do you know anyone just like you that would be able to benefit from me helping them the way that I helped you? Done. You do both of those things simultaneously, and before you know it, you just setting this thing up can potentially add multi 5, multi 6 figures of commissions into your pocket while you're doing this thing that you already needed to do anyway. So if you like helpful tips like this that are more detailed, subscribe for more, and I'll catch you in the next one.